What's up, my ninjas? It's GoldZuko with episode 21 of my Let's Play Minecraft Pocket Edition series, and I'm pretty sure you already noticed, but a buddy of mine made me a sexy new intro, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. His YouTube channel is going to be in the description below, so be sure to check him out and tell him that GoldZuko sent you. He makes really epic montages, and anyways, today we are going to commemorate me finally reaching 1,000 subscribers, and I just wanted to take this time to tell you guys thank you for all your support and words of encouragement. I really appreciate it, and with your help, I hope we can continue to make this channel grow. And I also wanted to thank you guys for marking all of the spam comments as spam, such as people trying to advertise their YouTube accounts or videos, and I really appreciate that because if you think about it, trying to advertise your videos on someone else's channel is like seeing someone selling lemonade, then building a lemonade stand in front of theirs and saying you sell lemonade too. It's kind of rude and silly if you think about it. But before we begin with the whole tour, I wanted to bring up Kik Messenger, and it's spelled K-I-K. For those of you who are not aware, it's a messenger which allows you to sort of like IM people with other Kiks or who also have Kik Messenger. And I downloaded this app because I wanted a way to communicate with you guys off of YouTube. So if you want to add me, my Kik username is GoldZuko, the same as my YouTube account, and a good reason for having Kik is because, if I decide to play multiplayer PE, I can message you on Kik Messenger, and I can tell you, hey, I'm going to be hosting a server in a little bit. If you want to play or you want to join, feel free. And I think also if you guys were, having some problems or you wanted to talk about something with me, I'd be more than happy to help you out. But anyways, guys, I'm not sure if you remember, but I told you a long time ago that when I reached 1,000 subscribers, I would show you my first survival world, and this is actually it. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you a tour about it, and we are going to talk about a few things that have crossed my mind. So let's get started. As you can see, this is Zuko Zen Garden, and over here I have all the crops that you can grow aside from mushrooms. I have watermelon, I also have wheat, and some sugarcane. And when you're growing crops, you always want to make sure that they are in between some water because it helps them grow much more quickly, I should say. So this is actually my house. It is Zuko's cabin, and yay, 1,000 subscribers. As you can see, I built this a very long time ago, but it sort of looks like an Asian house themed. I think that's what I was going for, but I'm going to save that for later. First, I'm going to show you over here. This is the animal playpen. Do not kill animals. I put that just because my little cousins sometimes get a little rowdy. They just mess around with the animals a lot. There's like a blue sheep, a pig, and there is a chicken over there, and he really looks like a duck. I always want to call him a duck, but he's a chicken. I'm sorry, chicken. I did not mean to call you a duck. So, over here is a swimming pool, and it's really cool because we got a little diving board over here. We can get some diving board action, jump off. As you can see, there is some glowstone. I was actually trying to illuminate this entire lower level with glowstone, but I didn't have enough from the Nether Reactor, so that's kind of a bummer. But whatevs. Over here we have some sunbathing chairs. As you know, when you go to the pool, you like to sort of sunbathe, chill out, and this is just a grill, or my sort of rendition of a grill. These over here with the obsidian blocks are sort of just lamps. I think you've seen some lamps in my current survival server, but these are the older versions that I built a very long time ago. And over here, this is just something really small. It's a gardening shed, and I built this just to store a couple of gardening supplies. As you can see, I got a whole mess of sugarcane. I got some saplings. I got some I don't know why there's TNT in here, but I'm going to take it. Yeah, we got some TNT. We got some flowers. We got the whole jazz in there, the whole shazam. So over here, we are going to go follow this grassy trail, and the reason why I built this random grassy dirt trail was because I wanted the grass to spread and grow on this island, and it hasn't exactly reached there yet, so it's going to take quite some time. And this is the mob grinder that I first built. It's really old. As you can see, we already got some drops, and there's some mobs coming down here as we speak. So I'm going to put these drops away, and here, as you can see, it's pretty stacked with a bunch of mob drops, so that's always a good thing. And I'm going to take you to this island over here, And there's really nothing on this island actually, aside from this beach house that I built for my cousins, because whenever I play Minecraft, I actually play with my cousins, and they're the ones who originally got me into Pocket Edition. So this is their house. They got a couple of beds, and they got a nice little attic up here. They don't really use the attic, but you know, it's nice to have the option of actually having an attic. So we're gonna head on down here, if I can get down this. Okay. So as you can see, there's a sign that says all secrets lie below. So what could that possibly mean? What do you think that means? And obviously it means that there is a secret entrance below that sign. So we're going to go down here, and this is just sort of like a little theater room. As you can see, there is a there's obsidian blocks, and there's a painting to sort of make it look like we're watching a television, and it looks like a little big screen television. It's kind of cool. And over here, these are some, I try to make these look like vending machines. I think they look okay. So those are vending machines, and this is sort of just like a little chest full of watermelon. You know, whenever you want in the theater, you always want to pull out some watermelon. Well, when you're playing Minecraft anyway. I don't know if people actually pull out watermelon when they are, you know, in the movies. But let's go to bed really quickly, just so we can make it daytime and it's easier for you guys to see everything. Okay, now we're going to head on out of here, and we are going to swim our way across the swimming pool so we can get to this side. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple more structures that I built on my first survival server here. And that over there is a general store, and I based it off of someone's tutorial, but I sort of added my own tweaks to it. But basically, yeah, this is just a store where we would put things that we didn't want, maybe other people would want to use, such as, I don't know, watermelon, string, bookshelf, whatever. And I don't know why there's a used iron sword here, or stone sword, but I'll take it. Yep, this is a stone sword. Okay, and over here we have a tree village, and I sort of built this when I was bored. It's like a tree house themed village, and the houses are upstairs in these trees, and it's pretty cool. I think it's kind of neat. As you can see, there's 2 bedrooms. This is the second bedroom. Over here we got a sort of like a dining area, which is kind of neat, kind of fun. And in this area over here we have, I think this is the kitchen. I don't recall what this was when I made it. I'm pretty sure it's the kitchen though. So we're gonna head on down here, and I'm going to show you the inside of my house right now. It is pretty simple, and that right there, that is a random cow. As you can see right here, when you step on these leaves, you can sort of go over the fence and you can escape. But the cow, he actually he sort of climbed in here on his own. I did not capture this cow, and I guess he wanted to be a part of the family, so yeah, he sort of trapped himself here, and that's totally cool with me, as long as he, you know, he's doing his own thing. So now we are going to go on the inside of the house, but first I'm going to exit out of this kick thing, and I'm going to show you my secret lair. As you can see, there's a little secret hiding spot down there, or a little secret hole, and when we walk down this little entryway, we go through a waterfall into my secret lair. And this was actually the very first secret lair that I ever built, and it came out, you know, to perfection. This is exactly how I wanted it. I love the blue carpet, matches the water and the outside. It looks really neat. The paintings I'm not too crazy about. Well, this one is kind of weird. It's like Pinocchio or something, I don't know. And this is the basement of my house. Over here we have a chest. This is where I used to store all of my weapons, all my utilities. So I'm just going to put that stone sword in there. And this is just a box full of, or a chest full of random things that I used to build. We got a couple of wool here. This is like my wool collection, I guess you could call it. And I don't know what this is. You know, I just thought it looked kind of neater than having just a furnace and a crafting table next to each other, so I built that. And this is the mushroom farm that I built. And a lot of people seem to have difficulty building a mushroom farm because when they build it, they say mobs tend to spawn. And when I built this, I actually only put 4 mushrooms in here. And as you can see, they are rapidly spreading, so it's a pretty good thing. And no mobs ever spawn down here because we have light above in the ceiling, which is really sweet. So if you guys are having trouble building a mushroom farm, you know, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to show you how I built my mushroom farm so no mobs spawn down there. Now we are going to go up this ladder and get out of the basement. And this is my living room. As you can see, there's a fireplace. There's a nice black and white checkered rug. Over here, this is just a chest full of sort of things that I gathered from my farms. As you can see, I got a lot of cacti here, some wheat seeds. This is like after I learned how to duplicate diamonds, I made like a whole chest full of diamond weapons because as you saw earlier, I was sort of running on stone utilities, which wasn't exactly the most long-lasting thing to use. And over here, this is a Nether Reactor core, and let's see, you've got this is a Nether Reactor, and I was planning on building a Nether Reactor, but I figured lots of people already built that for YouTube, so there's no reason for me to copy them. I didn't think that I really needed to do that, and I'm going to take these arrows just because I like arrows and a bow. So now we're going to make our way over here, and this is just a very random painting. It looks completely out of place, and that's because it is a secret entryway to this chest full of coal. And I really like coal just because it's so useful. You can make torches, it's really helpful. This is the upstairs. It has a nice kitchen area, because have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and you're just really hungry, and I figured, hey, wouldn't that be cool to just be like upstairs and have a kitchen upstairs? Because, if you get hungry, you could just have a midnight snack in the kitchen. As you can see, we're packed here. We got every type of food. We have mushrooms, we have mushroom stew, we have bread, we have beef, chicken, pork chops, apples, you name it, we got it. And over here is just some bookshelves and this balcony. I'll show you the balcony after. That'll be the last thing that I show you. Actually, that'll be the second to last thing. And this is the attic. This is this is just where I let people stay if they play on my server, or if they played on the server, which is usually only my cousins, because this was before the multiplayer PE app came out. And this is the balcony. It's really nice. It has a complete view of the garden or the farms over there, and has a complete view of the swimming pool and also the cacti farm over there. So we're going to head on down over there, and I'm going to show you the last thing to show, just to sort of give you an example of how old this server actually is. So we're going to head on over here through the cactus farm. So yeah, this cactus, it looks pretty neat. I like it. I usually had water flowing through here, but I thought it'd look kind of neater just to sort of be desert terrain inside here. Just because, cacti, they usually grow in desert areas. So we're going to head on this direction, and I'm going to show you the very first Nether Reactor that I built. And for those of you who are not aware, when you build a Nether Reactor, the blocks that are generated from it are netherrack, which are sort of like, they're like sort of dirt, but they're like red, and they look really gross. So as you can see, this is so old. This server is so ancient that this was before the update, and when you built a Nether Reactor, it sort of made this giant structure of obsidian, which is impossible to blow up with TNT. It's really difficult to get rid of, and I had no idea that I was going to be building this massive eyesore. But, I ended up building it, and I decided to get rid of it. As you can see, I have this chest here, and it has filled with stacks of obsidian that I was collecting or trying to get rid of. But I'm going to show you just how long it takes for one block of obsidian to get obtained. It's fairly long. It doesn't seem like a long time, but if you do that for all these blocks, it's going to take you quite some time to get rid of it. And I just decided to leave it here because, I figured, hey, this is like a monument to how old the server is. It's a good reminder. So I thought I would just, go with it, leave it there. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to do me a solid and leave a like or a comment, and maybe even subscribe if you aren't already. And I would love to know what you guys think about my new intro, so please be sure to tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching.